So hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today in this lecture we'll discuss some important numericals based on analog communications. So let's start. Here we have given a questions and this question is once asked in 2019 fall in Pokhara University. Here we have an FM wave is defined below as St is equals to 12 sine 2.4 into 10 power 8 t plus 5 sine 1300 t. And here we have to find the carrier and modulating frequencies of the following in modulating index and the maximum deviations of the FM wave. Also find the bandwidth of FM wave and the power that what power will the FM wave dissipated in a 15 ohm resistor. So here you have to calculate the carrier and modulating frequency as well as the modulating index and the maximum deviation of FM wave and the bandwidth as well as the power. So here we have given St is equals to 12 sine 2.4 into 10 power 8 t plus 50 plus 5 sine 1300 t. And if you compare this equation 1 with this standard equation, St is equals to S sine omega ct plus mf sine omega nt. So after comparing these two, we'll get the modulating frequency as omega m. So in place of omega m, we'll get here 1300 radian per second. So in place of here we have omega m and here we have 1300. So omega m will be 1300 radian per second, and to calculate fm we know fm is equals to omega m by 2 pi. So we'll get here 1300 upon 2 pi, which is 206.901 hertz. And again carrier frequency, here we have omega c is equals to given here in place here omega c is equals to 2.4 into 10 power 8 t. So omega c equal to 2.4 into 10 power 8 t radian per second. After comparisons we have this. So fc is given as fc is equals to omega c upon 2 pi. So we'll get here 38.19718 megahertz. And the modulating index is 5 here. Here we have mf. Mx represents the modulative index. So in place of mf, if you compare this, we'll get here this value 5. So you have mf equals to 5, and the maximum deviation is given as mf equal to del omega by omega m, and we can write it as del omega is equals to mf into omega m. So the maximum deviations for the frequency can be written as del f equal to mf into fm, and here we have obtained the mf and fm. So on substituting, you will get here 1034.505 hertz. And to calculate the power dissipation, we'll have P is equals to V RMS square upon R, and V RMS is given as V max upon root 2 and upon R. So we have V max given as 12. Here we have amplitude 12 given in the questions. So 12 upon root 2 square upon 15. So we'll get here 4.8 watts. And here we have the next one. And this question is also asked in 2019 fall of Pokhara University. And if the upper sideband power of 100% amplitude modulated signal is 22 watt, and here we have to calculate the carrier and the total power of AM wave. Here we have PUSB, means upper sideband power is given as 22 watt, and mu value of mu is here 100% means 1, mu is equals to 1 modulation index. And we know the formula PUSB equals to 1 upon 4 mu square PC, and from this you can calculate the value of PC. So PC will be 88 watt, and to calculate the total power we can write here PC plus PSB, P sideband, and sideband includes upper sideband and lower sideband. Upper sideband plus lower sideband, and to calculate the upper and lower sideband we can calculate PLSB as 1 upon 4 mu square PC. So it will be 2 into PUSB you can write here. So USA PUSB is 22 watt. So we have PC obtained here 88 watt. So 88 plus 2 into 22 will get here 132 watt. And you can remember this formula. It will be useful to you to calculate it. To calculate PUSB you can write here 1 upon 8 mu square AC if AC is given, and if carrier power is given, so you can write here 1 upon 4 mu square into PC. Similarly, to calculate PLSB you can write here 1 upon 8 mu square AC or 1 upon 4 mu square PC if carrier power is given. Similarly, PSB can calculate as PUSB plus PLSB. So you can remember this formula. And here we have the next one. A certain transmitter radiates 9 kilowatt with carrier unmodulated and 10.5 kilowatt. When the carrier is simultaneously modulated, calculate the modulation index if another sine wave corresponding to 40% modulation is transmitted simultaneously and determine the total radiated power. So we know Pt upon Pc is equals to 1 plus mu square upon 2. As you all know this formula, and here Pt represents the modulated or total power, you can say, and Pc is the carrier power or unmodulated. Similarly, mu is the modulation index. And here we have given in the question, we have Pt is equals to 10.5 kilowatt given. Similarly, carrier power is given as 9 kilowatt. And if you substitute this value of Pt and Pc in this equation first, we'll get the value of mu. So we'll get the value of mu as 0.577. And we know case of modulation by two sinusoidal wave, the total modulation index is given by mu t is equals to mu 1 square plus mu t square. And here we have mu 1 0.577 and here we have mu 2 equal to 0.4. Here in the questions we have corresponding to 40%, so mu 2 will be 40%, and here we have mu means this is mu 1. This is mu 1 equal to 0.577. So total mu will be mu 2 is equals to root under 0 mu 1 square plus mu 2 square. So we'll get here on substituting the value of mu 1 and mu 2, we'll get the total mu 2 as 0.702. And again, to calculate the total power, you can write Pt upon Pc is equals to 1 plus mu t square upon 2. If you substitute the value of here mu t, the total modulation index, and we have known the carrier power, so we'll get the total power Pt as 11.21 kilowatt. And here we have the next one. This question was once asked in 2007 fall of Pokhara University, and this is one of the most important questions. So here in this question we have to calculate the percentage power saving for a DSB-SC signals for the percentage modulation of once for the 100% and second time for 50% modulation index. So we have in the first case we have mu is equals 100% means mu is equals to 1, and in DSB-SC carrier is suppressed, so total power required in DSB-SC modulation is mu square Pc upon 2, and in place of mu we have 1 in the first case, so mu in value of mu is 1, so 1 into Pc upon 2 will get here Pc by 2. And in normal AM carrier is not suppressed, so the total power required in AM modulation is 1 plus mu square by 2 into Pc, and value of mu is 1, so 1 plus 1 upon 2 Pc will get here 3 Pc upon 2. And power saving is calculated as this total power in AM modulation minus this total power in DSB-SC modulation, means 3 Pc by 2 minus Pc upon 3 Pc upon 2 into 100%. We will get here Pc upon 3 Pc upon 2 into 100%, and on further calculation we will get here 66.607%. And in the second case we have mu is equals to 50%. So for 50%, first the total power required in DSB-SC modulations, for that we have mu square Pc upon 2, and now we'll substitute the value of mu as 0.5 here. So on substituting value of mu as 0.5, we'll get here Pc upon 8, and total power required in AM modulation 1 plus mu square upon 2 into Pc, and again value of mu is 0.5, so we'll get here 9 upon 8 Pc, and power saving is calculated as 9 upon 8 Pc minus Pc upon 8 upon 9 by 8 Pc into 100%. So on calculating we'll get here 88.88%. And here this numericals was once asked in 15 spring of Pokhara University. So see this second part. A system has a bandwidth of 44 kHz and a signal to noise ratio is given as 28 dB at input to the receiver. Calculates its information carrying capacity, and the capacity of channel of its bandwidth is doubled while the transmitter signal power remains constant. In the second case this is. So for the first case we have carrying capacity C is given as we have the formula for carrying capacity is this B log 2 base 2 1 plus SNR, signal to noise, and SNR in dB is given as 28 dB, and to calculate SNR in dB we have the formula 10 log 10 SNR, and from this you can calculate the value of SNR. So you can calculate as SNR equal to 10 to the power 8 into 10 power 20 2.8 upon 10. So you'll get here this value. And to calculate here information carrying capacity, so to calculate value of C, we have C is equals to B log 2 1 plus SNR, and in place of bandwidth we have B is given as 44. Here we have bandwidth of 44 kilohertz given in the questions. So 44 into 10 power 3 log 2 1 plus signal to noise ratio, and here we have obtained the value of signal to noise ratio as 630.957. So we'll get the value as 0.40962 Mbps. And in the second equation we have the capacity of channel if its bandwidth is doubled and while the transmitted power remains the same. If bandwidth is double, means bandwidth is double, so bandwidth is 44 in the questions mentioned, and this time this is doubled, so 2 into 44 it will get here, will get 88 kilohertz. And since the power is constant, means it remains the same, so it will be calculated as C is equals to B log to 1 plus signal to noise ratio. So in place of B you have 88 into 10 power 3 and log base to 1 plus, and signal to noise ratio is given as signal power upon noise power, and signal power is given as 630.957, and for noise power the bandwidth is double, so we'll write here upon 2, so we'll get here 0.7309 Mbps. Similarly we have this one, again one important numericals, and this numericals was asked in 15 spring as well as in 15 fall of Pokhara University. So let's see this. An audio signals given by 15 sine 2 pi 2 followed by 30t. Amplitude modulates a sinusoidal carrier wave by 60 sine 2 pi and 1 followed by here 50t. And here you have to calculate the modulation index, frequency of signal and carrier, and frequency of USB and LDC modulation wave, and percentage modulations. So here we have the carrier wave CT is given as 60 sine 2 pi 1 followed by here we have 40t. Here we have given 60 sine 2 pi and 1 2 3 4 5. Here 10 is missing, so write here again 10t. And message signal is given as MT is equals to 15 sine 2 pi 2 followed by 40t. And comparing this message signal with this standard equation, MT is equals to AM sine 2 pi FMT plus 5, we will get here FM as 2000 means 2 kilohertz and M as 15. Similarly, if you compare this carrier wave equations with the standard equation, CT is equals to AC sine 2 pi FCT plus 5, we'll get frequency as FC is equals to 100 kilohertz and AC as 60, since we have AC 60 here mentioned, and mu is equals to, mu is also represented as AMs, and the formula for this is KAMT max. And in these questions Ka is not mentioned, so we'll assume it as 0.02. If it is not mentioned, then assume the value of Ka as 0.02. So the mu will be 0.02 into 15, will get here 0.3, and percentage modulation is given by, if we multiply 0.3 into 100, we will get here 30%. And again frequency of carrier, already we have obtained this 100 kilohertz by comparing. Similarly frequency of message is 2 kilohertz, and frequency of USB is calculated as FC plus FMs. So on substituting we will get here 102 kilohertz as we have to obtain the value of FC and FMs. Similarly frequency of LSB FC minus FM will get here 98 kilohertz. And again this questions was asked in 2017 fall. So the carrier wave is represented by ECT equal to 10 sin omega t, and draw the waveform of AM wave for EM equal to 0.5. And here we have carrier, so we have carrier wave ECT is equal to 10 sin omega t, and modulation factor means mu, value of mu is 0.5, which is less than 1. So for 0. less than 1 we can draw these signals as in this way, as it is under modulator wave. So in this way you can calculate the numericals related to analog communications. Hope you enjoyed the lectures, and thanks for watching this. So here we have the value for mu less than is drawn here. Thank you for watching.